Welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where we're continuing on with our little triple feature of what I thought were some of the worst Friday the 13th movies. And it's a review of the movie Jason Goes to Hell the Final Friday. I think some of you all out there might actually have a word for this. This was when the Friday the 13th franchise moved from Paramount to New Line. And it wasn't the same afterwards. You see, as it turns out, the movie starts with some woman going to apparently the cabins of Crystal Lake. She takes a bath. And then after she's done with her bath, she's walking around in a towel, meets up with Jason, and runs for her life with the towel still on her. Runs to the forest. Jason's in hot pursuit. The towel still on her. Does a complete leap over a log. Does a somersault. Gets up. Runs off. Yes, the towel's still on her. Apparently, there's this army SWAT team, who takes Jason out with a bunch of bullets and blows him up. And for the first time since Friday the 13th, Part 8, we hear Jason make some sounds when he's actually making sounds of pain. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Well, they blow him up, and pieces of Jason winds up going to a coroner's office, where the coroner sees Jason's still beating heart and decides to try and eat it. Big mistake. Well, as it all turns out, the movie becomes more of Jason supposedly dead, but it becomes a body-jumping movie, with Jason making an occasional appearance in the mirror. The story is that Jason cannot come back to life in his full form until that snake you see right there inhabits one of his 3 living relatives. Well, one of the relatives winds up dying, another relative turns out to be the hero of the movie, and the other relative turns out it's the baby of our female hero. Well, after many, many body jumps, the movie finally ends. But there's also a story about a bounty hunter who knows all about Jason and wants to kill him. But, unfortunately, Jason gets him first. The snake thing finally escapes its latest victim, and goes under the house where Jason killed off one of his relatives and goes up her skirt. Jason reappears, but only for a few more minutes left in the movie, only to have some sort of a dagger put into his chest. And these hands come up and drag Jason into hell. And it seems like all's well, until Freddy Krueger's hand pops up and pulls Jason's mask under the ground, which was supposed to set up Freddy vs. Jason shortly after, but as we all know, that took way too many years for it to finally be made. But instead, we got another one, which, yes, that's going to be the next one reviewed. So, I hope you guys will check that one out. Evil has finally found a home, in which, unfortunately, it didn't do much good for Jason. Jason Goes to Hell the Final Friday. I think somebody out there was full of themselves when they came up with that title. Until next time, for Doc Schlock, stay strong and rock on. You know, I had a pet who looked like that snake. Cute little thing. Almost looks like a worm. I called him Timmy. Dad accidentally one time used him for fish bait.